Royal jubilation and celebration as Queen Naomi organized a welcome back dinner party for Princess Adeola and her fiance. And they said Ooni of Ife and everyone present was so happy. They are super happy. They said the people that were present happens to be Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife, Adeola and her fiance and her husband's to-be brother, as well as Dr. Elizabeth. And they said the kind of happiness and joy that these people experienced, they prayed so hard. As in after the celebration, they have to join force together and pray that nothing will ever take away this kind of happiness and bonding away from them again, because they have mixed moment like this so badly. They said Diola was shedding tears of joy, saying that this is how she ever wanted her family to be. That this is how they used to be together, enjoy together until the enemy enters into the marriage between her father and Queen Naomi. From what we heard allegedly, they said when Ooni of Ife met Queen Naomi, they said she met Queen Naomi in this Ojoja suit, where Queen Naomi came to preach, and they said the moment she saw Queen Naomi, it was love at first sight, that he fell in love with Queen Naomi. And they started talking, exchange number. Before you know it, he proposed to Queen Naomi, and they said Queen Naomi ran off. They took Queen Naomi another 3 months to come back to the king and accepted his proposal. And they said when the king met with Queen Naomi, before he accepted to marry him, before she accepted to marry him, that the first person that the king told about Queen Naomi happens to be Ooni of Ife's father. And after that, it was Diola. Then Diola was with the father, They said Diola was so happy when the king showed her Queen Naomi and everything. Then later, when Queen Naomi now came back to accept the king's proposal, they said Diola was the first person to hear about the good news, and she was so happy. When she saw Queen Naomi, she developed likeness and extra love for Queen Naomi. And they were associating very well. Queen Naomi is such a good girl. They said, if you are with her, you will have no regret, as in, you will always want to be around her. And then she was still too young and naive. She's not this kind of women that are wayward from the maybe 18, 19. Then she was around 25 or 20 something. But yet she was kind of too, let me not use the word primitive, but she was naive. Let me just use it, okay? Now they said she was rapporting very well with Diola and all of them, as everyone in the palace, including Ashley. And they said the relationship between her and Diola was so close that Diola sees her as an elder sister, and things continue like that until the enemy came in, until they started manipulating Queen Naomi, until they started fighting her back to back. And when the fight was so much for her, and coupled with the fact they said that spiritually they manipulated her out of the palace, because they said the way she left the palace, a lot of people started asking questions. A lot of people were like, what is this and that? But they never knew that she was manipulated. As a matter of fact, if not for God's intervention, if not that she's a daughter of God, the way they plan to disgrace her, I'm sure by now a lot of people will be talking from another side of their mouth and not what we are talking about right now. Because their aim of manipulating her was for her to embarrass the king publicly, such that a lot of people will hate her for that and push her away. But one thing I know for sure is what God have joined together. No matter what you do, they will always be together. Yes, because after all that happened, after all their manipulations and all of that, who is going after Queen Naomi now? Is it not the king again? The king is going after Queen Naomi every now and then. And they say when this thing got worse, when Queen Naomi left the palace, when everybody was, too angry and all of that, they said Diola was not happy. She became so sad. She was angry with Queen Naomi for leaving. She was angry with her father for all that has been happening and all of that. That was when they said she left the palace and went to stay with her mom. Then from her mom's side, she went back to UK. And this is, and they said ever since then, she have refused to return back to the palace. Even when the father will be calling her, please, I'm missing you, I need to see you, and all of that. They say what she will always tell her father is, go and make up with Queen Naomi. And until then, that she's not coming back, because everything, the palace is no longer the way it used to be. No happiness, no joy, no that loving. They said Adeola really missed. The reason for her, for the tears of joy that she was shedding during this dinner party was all that she had missed, as in the lovely moment they shared together and all of that, you know. So they said she refused to return back to the palace. So yes, even when they said this person want to marry her, she refused that she's not coming to introduce her fiance to the father, because she was angry with the father and Queen Naomi. And then they said, when she now hears that the father had been making effort to bring Queen Naomi back and all of that, they said there was a time she called Queen Naomi and begged her to please, that she should try as much as possible to bring back that lovely moment that they used to share before. And thank God, as God may have it, they later fixed a date for Queen Naomi's return. That was when they said Adeola's happiness returned back, and she decided to come back. You know, coupled with the fact that she wants to come and do her traditional marriage, you know, and again, this oil company of a thing, these are the two and three, with the fact that they want to reunite again. So they said when Queen Naomi now organized this dinner party for Princess Adeola, they said she was so happy, super happy, as in super, super. When I say super happy, they said the joy was overwhelming. Everywhere was filled with laughter and smiles. And they said the dinner party was so colorful. It was a royal event that Queen Naomi is born royalty. Hey, when I mean born royalty, by virtue of marriage, God have destined that she is royalty and will remain royalty. They said the way she prepared everything, you will know that this woman, too much. They said everyone was everywhere. Everyone was happy, you know, thanking her for bringing back bringing back the memories and all of that. And they were so, so happy. And they said the king speaks so highly of Queen Naomi in the presence of both Adeola and her husband to be and everyone. And they were like, oh God, they can't wait to come back again the way they used to be. They said the happiness was everything you would wish to experience. So guys, don't forget that they're all alleged information, okay? Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And please give this video a thumbs up, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. Love you guys.